Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Ganja Goddess in the building. Hopefully, everyone's having a wonderful Friday. Chilling. It's beautiful. It's almost like 60 degrees, so you already know, sister, gotta get right, get tight. Springtime is trying to make its way here. Um, Hopefully, y'all got your medication rolled up. You already know I do. I already got something beautiful, lovely up in the air. You already know. 420 blazing on that purple caramel. You got to treat your lungs right. You get what I'm saying? You got to take care of yourself, especially if you are off, you got a free day. It's beautiful outside. I'm planning on getting my wig tight. You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw that ish on and just go out for a little bit and chill because in the winter time I'm usually like kind of cooped up in the house. I mean, it's still winter, but today it's feeling like it's spring and that means I'm sprung. So I'm gonna be out the door. But anyways, what have you guys been up to? Um, I don't know about y'all, but this Chrisean whole whatever has been going on lately. I don't know, y'all. That's good, sis. That's good, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of overwhelming and too much. Like they got more stuff going on in their relationships than I got in my own. So it's like just day to day life and then trying to keep up with that. It's like, whoa, it's overwhelming. It's too back and forth. It's a lot. It's a lot. I definitely wish Chrisean the best. I wish Baby Junior the best. Everybody in the circle, her family, friends, Marsh, all of them, Tessa, her mom, Blueface, what I wish everybody the best. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just tired of. I need a away from it for a second because it's just too much. Last I heard, Chrisean is getting sued by Jonathan, and I don't know. It seems like she might have been violating her other probation that she's on. I don't know what's going on. She's being sued, all of that. Carlissa, she's wilding. Matter of fact, I was gonna share that, but that I don't know, y'all. My stream y'all's acting crazy. Maybe I need to upgrade my plan. I think that's what it is. I definitely think that's what it is. Um, she got into it with a few of her, a few of the people that were supposedly supposed to be fans or whatever. I don't know, the flip floppers. We got a lot of flop flipping and flip flopping and all of that going on. Listen, do I agree with Krishan half the time? No. Do she get on my nerves sometimes? Most definitely. But you never throw the baby out with the bathwater. Listen. What is she like 22, 23? Baby, I've been there before. I've been Miss shit. They just jealous and all of that, Miss. You just mad because this is my man. Like we all have been there before. Like petty, right? We've all had our moments where we spoke out of terms. Sometimes when you youthful, you just don't have that wisdom. You just don't see the writing on the wall the way you would if you were like 10 years, hell, even 5 years older. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just believing things gonna get good. Hopefully, everything will be cool with her and her probation. And hopefully she doesn't have to leave Baby Junior because I don't wish that on no one. Okay. Um Also too, even Blueface, like I didn't wish jail on anybody, but at the end of the day, bro, you can't keep going around playing and playing and playing and playing and whoop de whoop and all that other stuff. I mean, some people say shit. You can say the same for Krishan. Yes, that's true. But at the end of the day, she is the mom, and that's the little babies. He needs his mother. You know what I'm saying? And all this other like Christian Hayden Jr., all this weird like, yo, I don't know what time we're living in. Yo, I'm so much of an empath for real, for real. Like I can't deal with it. Like, who attacks a baby? Like if you got beef with the mom, Have beef with the mom. You beef with the mom, the dad, the grandmother, the sister, the uncle, the brother, whatever you want to do. But why are you? Mm-mm-mm. Okay, let me take a pull because it's giving scary. It's giving trash. It's giving gutter. It's giving freaking we are lost as a community. Like, who sits here and bash a freaking baby, bro? Like, you gotta be like really just the most insecure being on the planet. I mean, it's no way you could sit there and talk about a child. Whether you feel that the child may have whatever, whatever, I'm gonna be real with you. When I sit back and look at Junior, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but take a look at what sister is that? Chastity. No, is that Chastity? Not Chastity, not Chastity. Oh my god. What's the one? Okay, let me go on Instagram. Is it Terrain? Terrain. It might be Terrain. Yeah. It yeah, because Tessa Terrain. Yeah, it's Terrain. Look at Junior and look at Terrain. And more importantly, look at Terrain's daughter. She has like a I would say age range between like senior ish or freshman in college type of age child. And if you put Junior and Terrain and her daughter, because Terrain made she has a little twin running out here. That baby stole her whole face. Terrain daughter stole her whole face. Okay, I think that might be her oldest, but oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. They look like Junior. If they would, some people say, oh, he has like a little room in between. Uh, a lot of people, what's that? The Holly, the Little Mermaid one. She has space. Everybody is made different. He doesn't. To me, this is my opinion. You can have whatever opinion you like, but my opinion is I see a beautiful child, a little baby boy. I don't. I mean, listen. I'm in the medical field as well. Am I, I don't deal with, infants, pediatrics, and all of that. But to me, he looks like a normal, cute little stinky butt baby who's growing into, he's growing. Like, dude, I mean, for the ladies and the dads, like, you remember when you look at, matter of fact, listen, this is what you do. Go to your picture book, whatever, whether it's a real book, if you're old school, or if it's on your phone, whatever. Take a look at your baby from the first week you had your baby. Then take a look at the baby a month in. Like, just take how the baby, like, and then skip to 4 months. Like, the baby looks is changing. The way he looks now is not even gonna how he's gonna look when he's 6 months, 7, 8 months, and he's beautiful. Like, I don't understand. He's a cute. It's weird. Like, okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? All right. And sometimes it'd be like little babies, they got going to their looks, and you be like, oh, look at the baby. You don't want to say okay, but there is, I mean, if there is a such thing as unattractive people, there must be a such thing as unattractive babies, right? Okay. So, I mean, that's one thing. But it's like he's actually freaking cute. Like, he looks to me like a freaking Gerber baby. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. I think sometimes people, like, in this day and age, like, people like can hate. Like, my thing is this: I cannot like you, but I can still be realistic. And I understand, everybody have their own perspective. But in general, I mean, the average individual will look at him and say, oh, he's a cutie. Like, listen, you ain't gotta like her. You don't have to like her. But you gotta keep it real. You ain't gonna call the baby. The baby is far from ugly. The baby is a little cute, little button, little stinky butt baby. And then, being that people know he's cute, they try to focus on other things as far as his motor skills and all that. Have you seen him in action yet? We have not seen baby Junior actually, because every time Chrisean is holding the baby, it's not like she's pulling up on the live and they're on the floor and they doing whatever, whatever. Most of the time, she's popping her shit and she's holding the baby, putting them down a little bit, feeding them, whatever the case may be. You don't know what he's doing. You don't know when he laying on the ground and he rolling over trying to scooch his little butt to crawl, or sucking on his little toes, whatever, little babies be doing. Like, you don't know that. So stop judging, okay? Until someone comes out and says something, like, I think everyone should leave it alone. Like, I mean, just to make it decent. I think that if something is wrong, if something was wrong with Junior, that's not something that you could hide forever. So I would think that she would come out. And for being that everyone says that she plays on people's sympathy, I would think that she would just come out and say that and get her sympathy and be like, oh, I've been through so much doing I was pregnant. Da, 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 da. No. Junior is a healthy baby boy. People saying, oh, he has a little space in his eyes. How many people, this depends on, some people have eyes very close together, spaced apart. What, like, what? I don't get it. Okay, anyhow, so enough of that. So we're not gonna be doing any bashing of children. We're gonna leave children, alone. We're not gonna talk about, we damn sure, if we ain't gonna talk about children, we know we ain't talking about babies. Okay, we are not talking about babies. That is just giving scary, and that makes me afraid. Like, I mean, it just makes me more like, I just don't know, like, why? How can you, like, I don't know. The day and age we live in, it's just, I really just see these dark spirits out here, and it's just not looking good, guys. Huh, just stay kind and stay light inside. Like, lighten up your burdens, deal with your shadow work, love on those who love on you, bliss the ones who don't, and keep it moving. Like, keep it light and keep it right. Like, keep your spirit light. You know what I'm saying? Like, forgive yourself for your mistakes in life. Be honest, be solid, be empathetic and loving and kind, and try to move forward in that every day. No one's saying be perfect, but because there's no such thing as perfection, and who would want perfection? Because perfection puts a limitation on you, because you say, oh, it's perfection. No, you want to go past what supposedly is supposed to. You want to always be evolving to something better, right? Okay, so we're not even talking about something called perfection, because there's no such thing as. But you just want to lead with your best intentions and best motives. Can you walk around and have a great day? Yes. And can someone come along and just be weird and strange and be a fucking freak, and you get mad and you want to fight? Yes, it can happen. But let me tell you, I used to think that was my strength. Fuck the club up. Fuck club up. All of that. No. Talking about moving furniture, all of that. Getting wild. Straight wild. You know what I'm saying? Just don't even care. But when you find your peace, baby, you talk about strength. Oh, yes. When you get to the point in your life where your happiness is all dependent on you, you sit down and face your inner demons, do your shadow work. You're open about your feelings and your healing. And it's a continuous thing in life, and you get light inside. Ain't that much fight in the world. Like, don't get it wrong or don't get it twisted. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We get it popping, whatever you want to do. I love to match energies. I definitely believe in balance. But do I choose that? No, I would never choose violence first. I choose peace, love, and light. I like to vibrate high. All of those good things, you know what I'm saying? But can someone push you there? Yeah, but let's try not to, move forward with negative energy. Let's try to do better. Let's not talk about babies. Let's not wish nothing bad on people. And if anything, let's go inward with it. Let's focus on why we have these feelings towards these people that we don't know. Are we entitled to an opinion? Of course, especially if these people are living their life you know, and they're living their life on the internet. So of course, social media is a bitch. It is what it is. But let's just try to be a little more understanding, a little more compassionate, and definitely not delulu. Like some people say, we don't want to be delusional. We want to keep it real when we have to keep it real. Just keep it G. But just let's just all give each other a little grace. That's all I'm saying. Let's just try to do that. So, oh, also too, yes, yes, yes. I wanted to look at Instagram. You know what? Matter of fact, did y'all see? I said I wasn't gonna do too much on this. It's gonna lay low a little bit on the Chrisean thingy, but hold up. Let me just see something real quick. Hey, Sagey, but that's my kitty cat. That's my glam cat because this little kitten belongs to my two daughters. And I choose. Yes, I'm looking at you. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Yes. I choose to help partnership in this beautiful new family member we have. But yeah, I'm starting to notice she's starting to expect me to do most of the things. Let me see. I guess that's how it happens, right? Okay. I stopped sharing that one. Hold on, just work with me, guys, because StreamYard is really irking my nerves. I don't know why it's acting so strange today. Okay, let's go to Instagram. And that about our good sister. Come on, let's pull it up. You look like one of them type. All right. Let's pause this. Let's pause this real quick. All right, yo. Lately Krishan been going off on lives. Like she's getting a lot of hate. Some people sticking beside her. They, what I'm saying, my girl, my girl, my girl. Some people are like that, but some people are like, no, like they over it. You know, to each his own. But I'ma stick beside her. Okay, but all right. See this purple caramel is a little too good because I lost track a little bit. But let's be realistic. We saw Krishan. She was on live going back and forth. Now everyone's talking about this little comment that Miss Krishan made. I don't know how I feel about this complexion thing because I did see and I also know a few other YouTubers had brought attention to the fact that the girl that she made this comment towards was also in the comments like straight wilding, straight popping her shit on her, like straight giving it to her, like not giving two fucks, right? Like she was talking about baby Junior, and you already know, don't give a fuck. You start talking about my children, it's up and it's stuck. That's how it's going. It's up and it's stuck. I don't do that. Excuse me, y'all. I don't do that like children stuff, like dealing with babies. And if I'm mad at your mama or your pappy, I'm gonna talk about your mama, your pappy, probably your sister, your auntie, your caca, grandma, whatever. But I ain't gonna talk about the baby or the children. I just think that's wrong. That's just me personally. But everybody's different. But yeah, so the girl supposedly whatever, she was in the live like straight wilding on her talking about Junior, like saying like I don't know if she the one who made the Hill Has Eyes comment and basically calling Krishan like like she retarded and all of that. Excuse me, just want to be sensitive, but that's what she was saying, like or whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, what did people expect her to say? And I understand what you're saying. Well, she could have said everything but a Zark a skin. All right. Let's not act like in our indigenous community we don't have our colorist thing going on. It's been here for a long time. It's still here. And until we really just put a light on it in a serious note to where we actually put things into action, it's just going to be like that. That's just what it is. Me, myself, I have 3 children. Now, us indigenous women can produce all colors. You understand me? All right. So I have one range. I have them ranging from high yellow to like not dark skin but like a caramel brown. And then light skin, then the other one's like a light but a reddish color. I don't know. It's just weird. All 3 of them got 3 different complexions. And that's what it is. We are indigenous people of this land. We indigenous women carry the Eve gene. And if y'all want to break that science down later on, we can definitely get to it because I'm ready for this. I'm ready to pop my shit because we need to know about this. Yes, indigenous queens, stand up. You already know what's inside your uterus. You already know what's inside your blood. You already know what it is. It's time to activate and get it popping. That's why we could produce everything. No one can produce us, but we can produce all. Just let that sit there. But anyhow, so she went off on the girl and said a little something. So I'm gonna let Chrisean speak for herself. But a lot of people took offense to it. I'm gonna let y'all look at it and then y'all see how y'all feel about it. Cause
Forehead and that synthetic weave you got in your hair. Who's eating me up? You're broke as you're ugly as with a fat nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion because you look like one of them type. That forehead and that synthetic weave you got in your hair. Who's eating me up? You're broke as you're ugly as with a fat nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion because you look like one of them type. That forehead and that
all right,
synthetic.
so
Oh, wow, dog, tell me, bro. It always be those ones. Like, why? Why yeah, they hate dark skin ones?
okay, they bring
Wow,
up some
wow.
shit from high school, whatever, whatever.
That be looking like a dot. That be like jealous, so jealous of girl, like. Oh my god, light skin girls. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Shit crazy. I'm jealous. Regular look, she black. Oh wow, dog, tell.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna pause that right there. Um hmm, Give me a little. All right. How do I feel about this? I don't know. It's just I think she was just mad. I mean, at that point, I ain't going front. Excuse me. Kitty. That's oh no. Excuse me, y'all. No, she didn't try to go. She gonna go over there to my 26 bust down. Girl, Nana, I just got this. And baby girl. And you already got to it the other night, Sage. Yes, my glam kitty. I went, copped the new wop, you know what I'm saying? That new bust down, that little 26 bust down, 26-inch. And of course, I wanted to try the glueless one because the 6 one are just grab and go. So, sometimes I don't have time for all that glue. I took off my new girl and laid her down to sleep. I tucked her in, and I'm talking about my wig. And I woke up in the rising, and I'm like, I know I left my wig on that table right there. I know I laid it down. So I'm like, all right, I'm tripping. Something told me, something just told me to go look under my bed because that's where Sagey Butt likes to be. And Lord and behold, I found my new wig. Yeah, she on knockoff right now. She don't know that she got a few. I ain't gonna front. I bought a little few little toys and snacks off of Amazon, which should be arriving today. But will she get access granted? Nada. Because no, she crossed the lines. I have to set up boundaries. I'm not here for an abusive relationship between me and Sage. She cannot be messing with the new do. You crossed the line when you rig rag my little bust down. I wasn't feeling that. But anywho, back to this comment, this dark skin. Me myself, I guess I would be considered brown skin, not like a darker skin, more like the medium brown skin type of person. But when it usually comes to that, it's like they'll say brown skin, dark skin together, light skin over there to the side. Let's not front like we don't know. We already know it's been around. We look in the music videos, we see the colorism all the time. I mean, to expect that this doesn't have an effect or hasn't run through our bloods and generational curses. Come on, bro. It's been here, it's been in our families, it's been all around. Okay. So when someone is mad, and if in Chrisean mind she thinks that if I'm not saying she does, but if she feels that lighter skin, excuse me, is more attractive, because I kind of noticed she does have a type when she dates. She tends to date lighter skin men. That's what it is. So I guess that's what she finds it to be attractive. And I guess I don't know. She made the comment. You have to ask her. But maybe she feels that darker skin is, not as attractive as lighter skin. And that's her preference. But to generalize and say, well, because that girl had dark skin and a wide nose, um, that means that she hates herself. I really feel like that says a lot. And the way she, her perspective, because how did she come up with that view? It had to go through her mind, a thought process, and that's what she came up with, right? Okay. So, I mean, no one's really feeling that. I mean, she definitely needs to, but I ain't gonna front. Once people start talking about your child, I'm sorry, you gotta say whatever you gotta say. But I know some people are saying, why was that one of the things she said? Like, you could have called her ugly, you could have called her big nose, you could have said your weave is cheap, you could have said all of that. But why did dark skin have to be related to ugly? I get y'all point on that. I don't know. Sean got to speak on that because, as you can see in her family, what did she have? She got mad. Like, it's like my family. Like, you got from the lightest of the light to the light bright to the deepest darkest. You know what I'm saying? All through my family. And when I say that, I'm talking about the grandchildren, the aunts, I mean everyone. So I mean, I love it all. I think it's all beautiful to me. I mean, my preference is more of a darker skinned person, but to each their own. Some people feel, lighter skin is better, what they like, whatever. Everybody has their own preference, whatever. But that comment kind of was a little weird, but you know, her closest friend is dark skin. Hot tea, hot chocolate said that here. I'm looking at the comments real quick. Oh, here come Miss Carlissa, tongue tied as usual. If any dark skinned little girls are seeing this right now, please don't listen to this video. The world doesn't think like this about you. Everyone loves you. You literally are the beauty standard. Nice, beautiful. I like that comment. Worry about the slow. See, no, that one. No, we ain't doing that. See that, like, come on, bro. Like, why? Why would you say something like that? I, I don't get it. You don't feel weird? You don't feel like something in your spirit? Like, damn, that shit was fucked up. You ain't scared when you go to sleep at night? I'm sorry, I ain't talking about nobody's baby. Okay, Krishan is built like a 12-year-old boy, has the mannerisms of an uncouth hillbilly, and looks like a who from Whoville. She better leave that queen alone. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. She went in on Chrisean. Say what you want about Chrisean. And ew, don't be trying to say about no little who's from Whoville because I ain't funny because my daughter said I look like a who from Whoville. But that's not funny though. Okay, she said she built like a little 12-year-old boy. Okay, she kind of narrow in the hips. That's her. Like everybody's built, but she kind of, shaped up a little since she had that's listen. It's called grown woman's weight. That's why I say like y'all little 21, 22 year olds, 19-year olds, girl, please, you waiting for them hips and dips and switches and you just want it too fast, baby. You gon' get it. Cause I's got it. And I know how it goes. Okay. You gonna get the wagon to be dragging. You just gotta wait for it. Y'all don't wanna wait for it. Okay. So anyhow, okay, the fact Marsh is dark skinned with a big nose agreeing is crazy. I'm dark skinned and love it, and I look better than Chrisean. Da, 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 da. As a dark skinned woman, I have never wished to be anything other than other color. Not once in my life. If you're attractive, you're attractive. That's true. It doesn't. If you're attractive, you're attractive. Like it doesn't have anything to do with color. Oh, my stinker butt going to sleep. I'm so happy. All right, so let's just take a quick look through Instagram, see what's
That
going
forehead
on.
and that synthetic weave you got in there.
Okay,
Who's eating
let
me
me
up?
shut up.
You're broke as
Let's see what on site talking about. Mm, okay. Let's see what Chrisean's talking about. Okay, she has the little children up there watching. Okay, okay, cute. Let's see what Carlos is talking about.
they won't let me out.
Hmm.
They won't let me out. Locked up.
No, they won't let me out. She said
They
no.
won't let me out. No.
They won't let me out. Yo, yo, I swear to God, if Miss Carlissa was my mother, yo, mm, and I have nothing but respect for my mama, cause my mama's a mama, okay, one of those for real. Put some respect on her name. But like I'm saying, if I had a mother like Carlissa, yo, I swear to God, yo, and me being a female, oh no. See, Callie is just very understanding, and she has. I am too, but I am too, but she do too much. And I feel like Callie, like sometimes she just take it easy on her because my mama 15 shit. 15 that old. You still could get it at 50. Chrisean pretty much felt like you still could get it at 50. I mean, there has to be a limit. Like, okay, I know some. I know a few 50-year-old females I wouldn't mind tagging, but you feel what I'm saying? Shit, but I don't know. They just take it easy on her, but she knows she doing too much. But anywho, we're gonna get off of the Chrisean thing because I keep rambling about that. But really, what I came here to talk about is Monique. Miss Monique, you already know we love her from the Parkers, all Precious, all of that. You already know she the queen. Like, come on, stop playing with her. Stop playing with her. Put some respect on Miss Monique's name. Stop trying to tilt her crown. Like people get real funny out here. Some people are just real strange. And it's crazy because like some of the men be worse than the women. Real sassy. Very unclassy. Like, come on. Some of y'all mad at these women because you can't be the woman. You want to be the big bitch yourself. The fuck? Alright, boom. Alright, so we're gonna get into Miss Monique's interview at the Shay Club. All right. Or Club Shay, as I should say. Okay, let me pull this up. Here we go. So this part is when she's talking about her and Mr. Tyler Perry. Cause that's where the drama. That's okay, let me plug it up. That's where the drama came in. So I'ma just while I go and get this charger real quick, I'm gonna just let this interview play so you can get the gist of all this. Oh, let me what? Stop playing. Get that like up there. Get that like up there, ganja goddess. Y'all, I'm making some banging edibles. I don't really celebrate holidays like that, Valentine's Day and all that pedophilia stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely
know that I would never.
not too fast. Not too fast, girl. Not too fast. You're moving too fast for me. But yeah, I'm definitely making some banging edibles for the holidays, I guess. You know, for the family and friends. You feel me? You already know. All right, let me get this playing, y'all. I'll be right back.
Never do nothing to hurt you, but the conversation kept going on. Only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied. Only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong. And when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now, here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you do it. Because Kat said, you let them people lie in your face. And your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not.
Right.
Because I can only take them at their word.
At their word.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we sent you the audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his words. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Is Monique, you know you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up.
Okay.
Everything we did was legal. And here's where a Black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right.
Okay. We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then said? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to, but did you hear what the man said? I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lie and a rumor?
Is he gonna make he's gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yes.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry because you heard what that man said. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here and she's sitting right here and you and I can have a conversation.
And
we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby. We'll do you one better, Shay. My husband and I'll sit right next to him. See, with this whole situation,
I love Monique.
And some of the people that Kat talked about, ironically, I have this issues with those same people. There were people that reached out to Tyler Perry on my behalf.
Okay.
And I was grateful for that. Okay. There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights leader.
Yeah.
I sent him that audio. He listened to it. He said, baby, what that man did to you was wrong and you're like my daughter. And we're going to have to get him to fix that.
Right.
Getting an LLC for your business doesn't have to look like this. Just Google LLC Taylor Brands. It's totally easy. You pick a state, you fill out your information, you give your business a name, and you're done. There's no paperwork, no bureaucracy, no headaches. Yeah.
We didn't hear from Al Sharpton for 6 months. The next time we saw Al Sharpton, he was on a podium talking about we don't need to fly commercial because we can fly Tyler Perry's private jet. I said, that's why maybe I'm not hearing
God
back from him.
damn.
Okay. Then we had our beautiful sister,
Sharp.
Stephanie
Damn.
Mills.
Yes.
Okay. Who is, she don't play.
Yes.
Right.
Fuck Monique.
I told her
I'm
what
hopping on
happened,
it.
sent her the
Yes,
audio.
that.
Now, I don't know if she listened to that audio or not.
Shit,
But however,
damn.
she called Tyler Perry. She said, Monique, Tyler Perry does not want to
That's
revisit
nasty
this.
work.
Okay, fine.
Right.
While we're on the phone, Tyler Perry calls her back and says, I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband. Now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
And then Monique has to apologize publicly to say Oprah and I had nothing to do with messing up her career.
But that'd be a lie.
Look in the goddamn camera.
I thought that was a stage, the way you
look in the camera.
Yes.
Because you heard it.
Oh,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when you hear what this man is saying, so I said, Stephanie, tell Tyler Perry, never will I meet with him without my husband. And I owe no apology, so I'm not going to give one. That goes away. Kevin Hart. Now, you know when Cat Williams said gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, I do his podcast.
Yes.
And I want y'all to re-listen to the podcast so you can hear it for yourself. When he first comes on, he says, you're like my mother, you're like my aunt, you're like my sister. Okay? Then we do the podcast. We speak about the Tyler Perry situation. Oprah Winfrey, he said, I don't really know Oprah, but I'm going to reach out to Tyler. I appreciate that. Kevin kept his word. He reached out to Tyler Perry. Kevin Hart called me back about maybe a week or so later. He said, Mo, I talked to Tyler. He said he don't want to revisit it. He said, but I tell you what, let's move past that, Mo. Let's just move past that and let's just do great things. So whatever
That's what Kevin said.
I want you to hear me, Kevin Hart. Let's move past that, Mo. Let's do some great things together. Don't even worry about it. Whatever y'all want to do, I will partner with you. I'll executive produce with you. You just let me know what you want to do. Now, let me say that before we go any further, because I want to make sure I give Kevin Hart his proper credit. When my family was up against the wall, Kevin Hart wrote us a check and said, here you go. We're forever grateful for that. When we were able to give it back, we said, brother, we appreciate you with some interest on top, because I don't ever want nobody to think me and my husband. So I want to make sure I put that out there. That brother really helped us out when we needed to be helped out. Then when he came back with, I got you. I didn't ask Kevin Hart to do anything. He said, I'll executive produce. I'll partner with you. I said, good shit, Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. Now, Kevin Hart is one of the biggest entertainers right now in the world, right? And was then. We got off the phone with Kevin Hart. We called Endemol immediately and said, Kevin Hart said, whatever we want to do, he got us. He's going to partner, executive use. They was like, oh, this is incredible, because when you put Kevin Hart name on it, you already know what it is.
Correct.
2 weeks go by. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique. So whatever she told y'all, he doesn't want to do anything with her, nothing. You know, he doesn't want any kind of relationship with Monique.
So what changed between the 2 weeks and plus he gave you a check, you gave the money back, then said he would partner with you, executive produce, whatever you need, Mo, hey, we got you. So what transpired, or what do you think transpired between then, that 2 week period?
Well, soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager, David Becky, said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol, and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay, though, with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication, and we're going to talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again.
You mean to tell me Kevin could?
So that's what we're faced with. When you allow somebody to come in between a relationship with a woman that you said, I'm like your mother. You said, I'm like these things. I didn't ask you for that. So everything that baby was saying sitting here, everything he was saying was on the up and up, because when you hear people say, get the anger out your heart. Oh, man, no one's saying he's lying. No one ever said I was lying. It's so easy to discount and devalue because of what we look like.
Right.
However, when it comes to Tyler Perry, I will not allow you to discount or devalue, because that is your voice on that audio. Remember on Good Times when Penny's mother was whooping up on her, and she had recorded it? That's you on tape. So how does it go from you saying you're going to give me an apology to now I owe you an apology?
But what do you want an apology for?
What could I possibly owe you an apology for when you've admitted? See, when Lee Daniels says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbert I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that cost my family?
Yes.
And with no accountability, because, oh, it's the great Tyler Perry. No, you've got to be accountable for that. Oprah Winfrey, you've got to be accountable for the things you've done with my family. You've got to be accountable for that.
Is there any relationship between you and Tyler and you and Oprah currently?
No.
But I thought there was an apology. I read that I thought I read somewhere that Oprah had issued you an apology and Tyler had issued an apology. That's not correct.
No.
The only person that's given you an apology.
You saw it. Is Lee Daniels. That's the only person. So we are in a place where we're too afraid to call them for what it is. We're too afraid to say, if it looked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, what is it, Shannon? It's a duck.
Right.
So again, you see the struggle of the Black woman as I'm sitting here talking to you, and you say, Mo, but why would you record him? But you heard the man violate me. The first thing wasn't, I can't believe that cat did that to you. It's, why would you do it? And we understand it because we've been conditioned that way.
Because when you had to get somehow, because when you're telling people these are lies, nobody is believing Monique. So now, even though you have him record his voice, and that's him, and he's saying he made it up, now it's no longer, oh man, I can't believe he lied on Mo. Mo, why'd you record it? So now they put the onus back on you.
Where's the win? How do we win? How does a Black woman win when you say, here he is right here? And I look to the community and say, how long do we allow us to keep being exploited, used up, taken advantage of? And because we think somebody can give us an opportunity, we just say, shh, I'm not going to say nothing. If we keep operating like that, Shannon, you're going to have a whole lot of us sitting right here in this same seat, almost telling the same story.
Why do you think Tyler is afraid to meet with you and your husband? Why does it need to be you one-on-one when he meet with other representatives and their client? What is it about you that he feels it needs to be just you and he? Does he think your husband is some kind of negative influence on you? He thinks the husband is saying things that Monique probably wouldn't say if I just had an opportunity to talk to her one-on-one. What do you think that is?
Let me say this. People better be glad my husband is by my side, because there are people in Hollywood that know wherever you act up is where I show up. People know in Hollywood, baby, Shannon, and I don't say it with a badge of honor. It's just what it is. Well, I've had to say, who you think you talking to? And we sitting there with the president of the studio or my patience level is not going to allow. I've been molested. I've been violated.
Wow.
So the moment I see you trying to do it, we're going to have to address it. My husband is nothing but a gentleman. And you know why people have a problem with my husband? Because he's right to it.
Excuse me.
There's no, we're going to dance around the bush. He's right to it.
Right.
And people like Tyler Perry, people like Oprah Winfrey, they look at my husband and say, how dare you be so direct?
Right.
How dare you not put your eyes down when you're talking to me?
Wow.
How dare you do that? My husband is also my manager. Why would he want to exclude my management? It's like, Tyler, you shouldn't want my husband to be there. You may want him to be sitting right there, so that way we can have a conversation that everyone can be heard. But I appreciate you, Shannon,
If her husband
because
did,
most people are too afraid.
You could tell.
That's heard the tape. They're too afraid to say, no, I heard it, and this is what he said. I appreciate T.S. Madison. because T.S. Madison was the first one to say, no, I heard what he said. So when folks were trying to jump on her, she not down for the black woman. Listen, baby, y'all don't even understand the fights that sister be having when ain't nobody watching for the black woman.
Right.
So I appreciate you looking in that camera.
Right. Well, I mean, look, sometimes.
That's what's up. Now we're going to fast forward through this.
To be handpicked.
I need some water.
Then why ever would you audition?
Yeah.
And the moment, in my opinion, the moment she auditioned, they knew we got them. We can treat them any kind of way we want to treat them. We can do them any kind of way.
But why would you want to?
Why?
Just because you can, that doesn't mean you should.
But they did. But they did. How do you handpick me and then mistreat me?
Yes.
And then I got to send a letter to you about the mistreatment that you gave me. That's why they're able to get away with it. That's why when I do interviews, oftentimes or these conversations, people are too afraid to even address it because they don't want to be caught up like, oh, I don't know. When you say, wait a minute, no, that's the truth.
Right.
I heard it. And I don't want my character to be on the line as I'm being a person sitting there asking people about their lives and then not be able to stand in what I've heard.
Right.
That's why it made so much of it was important for us. It was important for us to get you that audio. I don't want you to take my word.
Yeah.
And anything I've said on this couch right now, that don't take my word. Ask those people.
Right.
And see what happens. And then maybe after this come out, they're gonna label me again. She's bitter. She's not loved.
Yeah. You got 30, 40 million of my dollars. Yeah, I'm bitter. The average person gonna be bitter.
You know how much money she lost? Come on, man.
I just want to look in your camera. Okay. And here's the thing. Because I got a king at home, I'm not bitter.
You just want what's right.
We just determined.
Right.
Not life is too good to be bitter, but we're determined for you to take accountability.
Right.
That's all. I was very young when I had my first son. I didn't want him to have to go to a college because that was all that my parents could afford. I wanted him to be able to do whatever he wanted to do. Now there was a sacrifice in that, right? Because when you're trying to go get it, you're missing this right here.
Oh, you miss a lot.
The nurturing, you miss all of that.
Yes.
So, all of that had to be dealt with. So now with this group, with my second set of children, I'm a different mother than I was then. So my whole thing is, even right now, we want to make sure that when we leave here, our babies are good.
Right.
That's right.
And their babies are good.
That's right.
And had Tyler Perry not told that lie, we would be on our way to that. And I know people saying, why she keep going back to that? I'm going to keep going back to that shit, Shannon Sharp, till he takes accountability for it.
I know that's right.
Now we go to the Hoodie Awards.
He stepped on her
Tyler Perry is
generational
there.
wealth.
Okay. Tyler Perry calls me in his
He's
room.
just mad because he.
Now, when I go into Tyler Perry's room, his staff is in there. Now, you ready to holler laughing?
Yes.
Okay, I take my security in there with me because I always want to have somebody with me. Right. Tyler Perry does this.
That's my opinion.
And the people scattered. They all left out the room. I said, look at this shit right here.
Yeah,
you saw me. And they all scattered.
That wasn't the lights. That's for the people. Lights on.
Lights off because they got their asses up out of here. Okay. So at the time, my security looked at me. I said, you don't work for Tyler Perry. You could.
Touche.
So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, Monique, we really need you to, promote this film because if you get nominated for the Oscar, your next movie is going to be $3 to $5 million. If you win it, your next movie is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler Perry, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. When they gonna pay that kind of money? No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. And if you just go and promote it, I said, listen, brother, you can pay me to promote it. Because at the time, now him and Oprah are producers on the film.
Right.
I said, you can pay me to do it. I don't care where the check come from, but y'all just gotta pay me to do it.
Right.
He said, I'm not in the habit of giving out money for free. I said, and I'm not in the habit of working for free. But you gave TD Jakes a check for $1 million, but that's another story, and I'm back. So when he then says that, it's like, listen, we both mutually agree. You don't give out free money. I don't work for free.
Service.
We hugged, Shannon. When we were done talking, we hugged. Do you hear me?
Yes.
We hugged like brother and sister. Like it's cool. He understands.
Right.
Okay. Oprah Winfrey calls my husband.
Damn.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're
black.
There's
just something real strange about it, you know.
There she is, slave.
I want y'all to take your time because I'm getting ready to go in.
Yeah, that's your camera right
Yeah,
there.
because the people at home, they sitting there like, Monique, what happened? Bitch, I'm getting ready to tell you. She calls my husband.
Okay.
My husband explains to her what's going on. She says, there have been times I've had to draw the line in the sand. So my husband said, well, what is different between you and Monique? You've got to draw the line, and you're saying when you know they're asking you for too much. She said, you're absolutely right, and I understand your position. You're right in the position you're taking.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking at me saying, well, what happened? I'm telling you what happened.
But
you know
okay,
what happened.
She's saying that privately, but did she voice that publicly?
Did you hear her say it?
I didn't.
Did you hear her say it? JT, did you hear her say it?
No.
Zach, did you hear her say it, Zach? Regina, did you hear her? Tommy, no one seemed to hear that publicly. She said that privately. Now, when she said that, see, everything we're saying to you, it can be proven. She had him on speakerphone. And that when she was talking to him, in that room was a man named Reggie Wells, who just passed, who used to be Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist, who he had a conversation with me and my husband. Now, for you babies that's good with the little internet, we had a show on called Monique and Sydney Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Finding a Way to Be Unoffended. Reggie Wells is on that show speaking about Oprah Winfrey. Reggie Wells said, Monique, I was there that day. He said, and when y'all got off the phone, I looked at her and said, why don't you just pay this woman the money? She deserves it. And she looked at him and said, I won't be paying her nothing. And he said, that's not right. And you know it's not right.
Damn.
Now that man shared that on that show.
Right.
So I'm not saying nothing that hasn't been shared. So you have people that will say things in private, but won't do it publicly. I'm the person that I will say it in private and I'm going to say it publicly because that's the only way we make it right.
But you don't need somebody to talk good to your face. You need somebody to talk good behind your back. So if you telling me, what a great person I am in my face, but you telling me I'm dog poop behind my back, what good is that, Mo?
What does that make those kind of people, Shannon?
Imposters.
What does it make those kind of people? That is cowardly. See, here's what's this. When we have our juggernauts, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, these are our juggernauts of our community. These are the people that our babies say, when I grow up, I want to be that. Yes. I want to be like that. So we have to call those people to the mat and say, listen, what are you teaching our babies? You're feeding poison because you're showing them your private jet. I'm going to show you my mansion. I'm going to show you my fancy cars, but my character is shot and I'm bankrupt. I got a lot of money in my bank. It's more zeros than some of them than we can imagine. But their character, they are bankrupt. Those are bankrupt people.
Piss poor.
So everybody that Kat sat right here and told you about,
piss poor characters, for real.
I can't wait to see your next interviews with those people.
They ain't coming on now, Mo.
Invite them.
I have.
They're not gonna do it.
Well, look, I've already done Steve. I have a relationship with Steve.
Do him again. Do him again. And I'm going to say this.
I'm trying to get Oprah and Tyler, though.
Baby, we got him. Y'all, come on. Stop playing.
They ain't coming on more thanks to you.
You know how.
Shannon crazy.
And I don't want to put you on a spot, but I'm going to say it because I appreciate you as a Black man and what you're doing.
Thank you.
If you are my friend, and someone says to me, Monique, Shannon Sharp wronged me. And you, my friend, I'm going to call my friend.
You can come to me.
And I'm going to say, hey, is what they saying true? And if you get to hemming and hawing, I'm going to tell you, till you fix it, you and I can't talk. Because if you'll do them that way, it'll be a matter of time before you do it to me. So if Steve Harvey is your friend, you call your friend up and you ask him, is what our sister saying right, man? Because if it is, we can't do that to her. If that's our sister. See, it took a transgender named T.S. Madison. It was a guy named Jamaica Carter. Jamaica Carter and our mutual friend. Jamaica Carter and our friends. T.S. Madison was a mutual friend. So Jamaica called me and said, would you mind doing T.S. Madison's show? I go do T.S. Madison's show. When I tell T.S. Madison, when the camera cuts, I said, listen,
Your friend is wrong. She said, Monique Lee Daniels is my friend. I said, then you need to call your friend and tell him to fix this shit. She said, I will. Within a couple of days, who did I get a call from? Lee Daniels. See, that's a friend. That's a true friend that's saying, I love you so much that I want to make sure that's not on your heart or your conscience. Let's fix it. Let's make it right. So when people ask Lee now, when we did the deliverance together, how was it to work with Monique? It was as if we had never parted ways because he fixed it. He owned it and he took accountability for it. I can't now keep you to the cross because you've owned it.
Right.
I've had to be forgiven.
Right.
So I appreciate that someone had grace and mercy with me. So I'm going to have that with other people when they take accountability for what they've done.
How much did you make for the role, Mary Impression?
I was paid $50,000.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. And I never complained because that's what I signed up for. It was an independent film. Right?
Right.
So when my friend called me, and I'm going to quote him, he said, bitch, this one right here, he said, this shit is crazy. By the time I got to page 10, I called him back. I said, what the hell is this, Lee? He said, bitch, I know. He said, it's sick. After my husband and I read that script, he said, Mama, if you play this with no judgment, when he say action, don't judge the character, just become it. This is an award-winning.
Yes.
This is award-winning. So with all of that being said, I never complained about the $50,000. I did everything I was supposed to do. No, nothing. It is when they started asking me to become a slave. It is when Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey started asking me to work for free. It is when they started doing the bidding for whomever the gatekeeper was at the time to say, we can get her. Remember the scene in Sparkle? You ever seen Sparkle with Irene Cara?
Yeah.
And Philip Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Remember when they was in the car because the Jew man was trying to get him to sign over that contract and he kept shaking his head like, you will not get me to turn my back on this woman.
Right.
That's what this is. We ain't turning our back. My husband ain't turning his back. He ain't signing up for something he know ain't right. And people have a problem with that. And we got to keep speaking on it, Shannon, because the next one's coming for real. I would hate for you to have to sit another sister in this chair and she tell you the same story.
So, considering you won the Oscar, normally when you win the Oscar, not saying you're gonna win another or get Oscar-worthy scripts, but there's normally a run where you in 2-3 films. Now, Monique, that 50,000 is 500 or 1 million or 2 million. You feel that you were blackballed from that point, and Monique did not make the money what she should have been compensated for future roles.
Let's tie it all back in. Okay. You have a man that says, I lied on you.
Yes.
I put a rumor out there on you. And I said I was going to apologize. But then you have another man that comes back when I'm offered Empire and says, Mo, they said you're difficult to work with. You're going to be a problem. Where would they get that from?
Well, somebody that's as powerful as Tyler.
Okay. So now I'm scratched from that.
Yeah.
Right? Now when it comes to movies, I'm a difficult person to work with. Ain't nobody ever had a problem with me.
They never said, did anybody say that prior to Precious?
Yes. No, not prior to Precious.
Right.
I've never had a problem with nobody. As long as I was saying, yes, you good. The moment you start challenging, we got a problem.
What about the Parker? What about Moesha? Had anybody said anything prior about Monique's character prior to her not wanting to do international press, what she wasn't contractually obligated to do?
Never.
Prior to that, nobody said anything.
Never.
I read that this is a chapter of forgiveness. That's your thing, a chapter of forgiveness.
I didn't say that. That's what the guy at Hollywood Reporter said. Okay, don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. That's what his ass said.
Okay, what did you say?
Okay, that's what he said. Listen.
What would it take, Mo? Mo, what would it take for Monique to forgive Oprah and Tyler Perry?
Be accountable.
Facts, simple.
Be accountable. And for
you want Tyler Perry to say what he said on that tape, you want him to say that publicly.
And he cost my family millions.
And you want to be compensated.
Yes, I want to be very clear about that.
Oh yeah.
If someone cost you millions, do you want that back?
Absolutely.
Oh,
So I'm no
sure.
different than you.
Right.
Especially when I've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Especially when you've admitted that you've lied.
Okay.
Especially when you've admitted that you started a rumor. Yes, you need to compensate me and my
Right.
family.
For Oprah.
For Oprah Winfrey,
Oprah should be ashamed of
you
herself.
owe
If
me
she
an
did
apology.
that,
See,
if she did
Shannon,
that,
Oprah and I had a
be ashamed.
private conversation about our
That's not
mothers.
good,
Mhm.
Oprah.
This is the part people don't know.
Right.
I'm saying.
I shared with
Allegedly,
that woman what
foul
me and
on
my
the
mother were
inside.
going through.
You already
Now, my
know
mother's
what
no
it
longer
is.
here,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
And I
It's a
shared
wrap.
with Oprah Winfrey what we were going through and how I
Got it
felt.
right.
And I was, you trying to balance it out because it's your mother.
Because still
And
your
I
mom.
shared that with you. And I shared with her my family and what the dynamic was. And you don't tell me you're going to have my goddamn parents. I was getting ready to say, goddamn, baby, it was right there. But you don't tell me you're going to have my mother and my father on your show. And you think that that's just okay? And the way you try to apologize in front of a group of women, if you think I've done anything wrong,
No.
Nah,
you're going to
baby.
stop that.
Right.
Mm-mm.
I am very proud of what you've accomplished in your life.
Mhm.
We respect everybody,
Mhm.
but we over respect no one.
Yep.
And Oprah Winfrey walks around like, I can't be checked. I
No,
won't admit to that I'm wrong.
I'm a firm believer, Mo. No one is beyond reproach.
No one at all. So when you keep
beyond
saying,
reproach.
what is it? I'm
Right.
going to keep answering you the same exact way.
Right.
So if you talk to your camera, I'm going to talk to my camera and see how they split the screen. And we're going to invite them at the same time. You talk to them first.
Tyler, Oprah, I would greatly appreciate it if you two guys would come on Club Shay. We sit down, we have a conversation. This is not an interview. This is not hard hitting. I want you to tell your truth. Miss Oprah, Tyler, tell your truth, and we can get to the bottom of this because, hey, we got an icon here sitting on this couch, and she's hurting.
Oprah and Tyler, I want to say I appreciate my brother Shannon Shaw for saying what he just said. And I want to clear something up. I'm not hurt personally. I'm hurt for our community. I'm hurt that y'all would allow yourselves to sit in something that you know that you've done wrong and not say anything. That helps us not. So brother Shay have said, y'all come on the sofa. Oprah, this liquor is good. Okay, and I understand you like cranberry and vodka. Okay, Roosevelt Cartwright told me you drink that you like. And he told me some other things, but the drink that you like, come on, Uncle Shay. Let's have a conversation. Well, you took yours all the way down.
What else
and
he
I
told
cannot.
you, girl?
Okay. Okay, I cannot
Tell
do that.
You already did a good. You did a good
Thank
job.
you, sugar.
Appreciate
Now,
that.
when we get ready to wrap up, I'm gonna give you an exclusive on something that don't nobody know.
Ooh.
Okay, don't nobody know this, and it's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something.
Want to join Club Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation.
Yeah, I love Monique. That interview was fire. I mean, of course, that interview was way, way, way longer than that. Let me just put something up on the screen real quick, just for you guys to look at. But it was like over 2 hours. Yeah, I think the interview was like over 2 hours. Definitely. I feel like Monique needs to be. She needs to have all her losses recouped. There's no way. Could you imagine how much money she lost? Like, at least at the bare minimum, she lost $30 million. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not. Nah, sis, you gotta get your money back. You gotta get your money back. Like, and you was broke, and Kevin Hart had to kind of loan you some. Nah, sis, you gotta get your money back. You gotta run me my money. And how you gonna walk around feeling comfortable that you told a lie on me, and that cost me and my family generational wealth? Yo, you wrong and dirty for that. Allegedly, if that's what you did, y'all wrong for that. That's not right. How you gonna sit comfortable in your spirit? Y'all met, yo. People who live their lives like that are not happy inside. They might have all this stuff and it might look sweet, it might look nice and shit. We could have that too. But guess what? It feels a lot better when you right and you righteous on the inside. What about that? These people walk around like they don't have no feelings, no emotion. Some of these people out here are really have mental health issues for real. And some people sit in these high places and they really should not. Like they being a detriment to the community for real. All right, y'all. You know I need to get up out of here. I got a few things to do. But let's just take a quick look at Instagram and see what we see. Oh, I can't even look. Oh, okay. So okay, I'm not getting into that. That's a whole nother life I can't get into. Oh, so cute. All right, there go Bookie. Okay, okay, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Hopefully everyone is having an amazing, amazing afternoon. I'm about to get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of the day. Hope you guys have something lined up cool to do later on. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, but I'm definitely gonna do it. And until next time, you already know it's Ganja Goddess. Already rolled up another purple caramel because oh my god, it is oh so swell. I love it. It's amazing. All right, guys. Until next time, you already know. Stay lit, y'all. Love you guys.